Hi, my name is Jennifer Carmin, and I am 24 years old. I will be turning 25 pretty soon, so about that. I am a Boston native. I am lived in Massachusetts all my life, and I am a proud Bostonian. I went to school at the University of Vermont, and it was a wonderful 4 years experience. It was extremely different. Vermont is extremely different from Boston, and I learned an influx of things there. I graduated with a film and television and English degree. So I have a film in English and a film and television and an English degree. I will love to teach abroad because of my studies. For my film degree, film and television degree, we learned different cultures, different movie styles, and we watch different movies from different cultures. So I've seen like a great amount of movies from Asia, and I was fascinated by it. I've seen movies from Africa and South America and like New Zealand, and I was amazed by them. I love that I can meet other people when studying abroad, and I just am in love with different cultures and meeting different people. At this point, as soon as I graduated from the University of Vermont, I taught in China. So I did a year in China teaching at a high school center, and I did a summer camp. And so I love to teach abroad. I love to meet students from different cultures and people from different cultures. And I love when when you meet a kid and they're like astonished by you because you are American and I look extremely different for what they see all the time. So it is a great privilege to be an ambassador for American culture to Asia, and so they can see that we're cool people and that we love to meet them. I am applying to the Hong Kong program. I am in love with Hong Kong. I've been to Hong Kong because of China, and I thought it was an amazing city. I love the people in Hong Kong. I think they're extremely friendly. I love that they are a melting pot. They are different cultures in China and in Hong Kong, and I love that it's so many people, so many different styles of people there. And I think Hong Kong people are extremely fun and gracious and willing to help you, and that there is different cultures there, and I love that about that place a lot. Talk about classroom management. As a teacher, you should state your rules in the beginning of class. The first time you meet your students, you're supposed to introduce yourself, and I think it's important to introduce yourself because you are so different for what they see. And especially my high school students, I was amazement towards them. You should state your rules. For your older students, you should have them have an input of the rules of your classroom. I think it's cool. I think it's a great idea if they have a say about what happens in their classrooms, and you should write it out, and you should have that posted in your classroom so they can also always see the rules of the classroom. So if they're ever talking or doing something they're not supposed to do, you can go back to the rules so they can see it. For your little ones, it's a little different. Because there are the little ones, but you should also have the rules, and you should always reinstate it. For your little ones, your older ones, you should be a little tougher, but for the little ones, you should be a bit relaxed. They are little, and you should remember that they are children, but you should also have the rules, and they should also follow them. Another thing that I do for my classroom is a point system. So this works well with the little ones. If you get a amount of stickers, you get a prize. And for my students, if my older students, if they do well for like a certain amount of classrooms, they get a movie. So I do believe in little mini breaks. I was a student, so I remember that being drilled and having so many things thrown at me, sometimes just I couldn't comprehend. So having a fun day has the kids more willing to put in the work after the break, so they're willing to work hard for you. I think you should look your students in the eye. I think you should be attentive with them. They usually don't have that. So I think you should show that you care and that you should care. You are a teacher, so you should care about your students a lot. They should, you should be that for them. You should have a good teacher and student relationship. I, in my classroom, have taught 60 kids in the class. So I used to do 5 classes, and there used to be 60 students in them. So I could manage between 20 to 30 students. I've done it so much that it's a piece of cake, really. But it is hard, but it is manageable, 20 to 30 kids in the classroom. I have had kids who spoiled my lesson. I think you should have. For me, I've had taken that student out of their group, because they usually are the popular student, and I had them be my teacher assistant for the day. And if I was doing I do storytelling. So if I was doing storytelling that day, that student would be a part of that lesson. And if it was a Cinderella story, that student, usually is a boy, would be my Cinderella for the day. And at first, the boys they don't want to do the story, but getting more them into it, they enjoy it, and the classroom gets to really, the students enjoy it. And there's like more peaceful, kids are more paying attention to you more, and they enjoy it a lot. My methods of controlling the students, it depends. I have stopped talking and had my been quiet until I get all this students' attention. I have definitely, sometimes I've like literally just put a picture up, and the students instantly kind of be quiet. They start to chill if the picture is interesting, and then I start my lesson. So I'm not big on screaming, so I try not to scream so much to the kids. I definitely go back to rules. And I say, if you don't do well today, you won't get your prize. And they usually are more quiet that way. Or, yeah, the pictures work. Or sometimes it's good to switch the lesson up. So if the kids are really not paying attention, I just do something different. And but I'm very big on lesson plan. So I think a lesson plan does work. So if you are sticking with your lesson plan, if your lesson plan is well done and interesting, then your students should be a bit more attentive to your lessons. So it depends on the day in the classroom. So thank you. Thank you for watching my video. Bye.